Just put it in there. What are we doing right now? Farming Sim, what are we doing? We're back here on No Man's Land today for episode 5. So just a quick recap. If you've not seen episodes 1, 2, 3, or 4 yet, I highly recommend you go back, check them all out. Also leave a like while you're there. It helps if it's a feel-good thing. I like it. I like seeing when people like the videos. Drop some comments down below. Let me know how you're enjoying the series. Subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you don't miss any more episodes in the future. That way you won't have to go back and catch up on 4 episodes at a time. But we're starting a brand new farm here from scratch on No Man's Land. We started with like $10,000 in our pocket, and so far we're doing pretty good. We've put some extra fields in. We've bought property, which is good. We're starting to expand the farm, which happened in the last episode. So again, be sure you're checking all that kind of stuff out so you're always up to date and always up to speed for what is taking place here on No Man's Land. As for today on the farm, so we ended the episode, we seeded the oat field in episode 4, and then we kind of cut from there, and that takes us into episode 5. Don't really know what we're going to be doing in episode 5, but I do have a little bit of an idea on something that we could do. I'm thinking chickens. I'm thinking we put some chickens on the farm today. This is where I would like to put them. I may have to do a little bit of landscaping in here, though, just to get rid of whatever this is overlapping with. I think there might be a stump still left in here. Perhaps it could be the overhang of the trees. The other idea I had was to move it out and put it more like over here. And this would be right next to or right near our barley field. We'd be able to easily get to everything. The feed and the pickup point for the eggs are right out front. As you can kind of see the yellow hash marks there, just above the word buildings on the productions bar here, or construction bar. That's where the eggs would spawn. So we realistically could kind of tuck this back in here, have it right next to the barley field, and it would be fairly easy access to come back and pick up eggs and deliver food for the chickens. I'm kind of liking it back here. It's a little bit out of the way. Let's see. I really want to put it in here. Like this is ideally where I would like to have this. So I think I'm going to clean this area up just a little bit. And yeah, I feel like we need to really start kind of moving forward in truly expanding the farm, because truthfully, we're kind of running out of things to do. Ooh, we could put the chickens down here. What if we kind of did it on an angle like I don't know if I like that. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sold on that. Done deal. We now have chickens. Ooh, and that blended perfectly. I could not do that again if I tried. That blended absolutely perfectly. Okay, so chickens are going to be fairly low maintenance for us. Let me jump in our truck here real quick. Yeah, we still have the cloths. We still have the cedar. We're probably not going to need the cedar, but I don't want to get ahead of myself just yet and turn it in and then end up needing it. So we're going to hold on to it just for a little bit. Chickens. Now, we're not going to go completely crazy with getting chickens right off the rip here. And I say that because one big thing that we have to kind of keep in mind is right now we don't have anything to feed them. We'd have to purchase the feed, which is not bad. It's not bad at all. We have wheat right here, little chicken feed. It's $1,500 though for 1,000 liters. And so we'd probably, I don't even know what the capacity is for our chickens. Let's see what we have here. Oh boy, what is going to be our capacity for our chickens? We don't even have them. It's not even going to be able to show us yet. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. But here's what I'm thinking. So this pen here holds 360 chickens. I'm not purchasing 360 chickens. Not even close. But what we will do is, I'm thinking if we start with maybe like, we'll have some young ones in here. Maybe we'll start with 15. It's only $90 to start with 15 of them. They're not going to produce eggs. So chickens produce eggs, which can be sold directly or processed further. Chickens like wheat, barley, and sorghum. We have a wheat field. We have a barley field. This is a chick. Animals that are healthy and older than 6 months can reproduce. They might, I don't know, they might produce eggs, but I do know for a fact these chickens here that have actually matured, they will produce eggs for us. So I'm thinking if we go 15 and 15, that just puts us, that's basically going to be about $1,000. So, yep. And then, nope. Oh, put the chainsaw away. Don't scare them. Put the chainsaw away. Let's not get carried away now. We'll do that. And then I don't need 15 roosters. I'll just get 2. Done deal. We have chickens on the farm now. Relatively inexpensive to get started with chickens. The biggest thing is just going to be the feed, which we're going to work on that right now because we are going to need, definitely going to need some chicken feed. I'm just going to start with 6. Yeah, we're just going to do 6 of those for right now. They're liftable, so that's not too bad. Let me just go ahead. Hopefully these did deliver right to the house. I don't think there should be anything in the way. Oh, this truck is so slow in reverse. So slow in reverse. No thanks. Oh, don't drive through the wheat field. So this is going to be yet another thing that's going to help us make a little bit of money here getting started. I'm trying to do so within reason. I get it. Eggs can be... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, just throw that in there. That's fine. Don't be organized or anything about it. Okay. Yeah, loading area is full. No, just set it down. Just set it down. It's fine. I can put more in there. I've done this before. Just put it in there. What are we doing right now? Farming sim, what are we doing? It's good to go. Anyways, I don't want to like cheat the system here and just have us making money hand over fist and to where it's really not a challenge. But again, like I'm also, you know, this is, I feel like this is a natural progression to our farm at this point. I feel like it makes... Why can't I pick this up? What? Oh. There, now I can. I'll just bring this over here. Nothing to see here. This is completely normal. Completely normal. Let's just go ahead and fill this up. There goes our rooster. And fill it up with the second one here. So yeah, I'm gonna make another trip, grab another couple of these pellet bags of wheat so we can get our chickens fed so they can start producing eggs for us. And then yeah, we got to figure out what else is going to be on the to-do list for today. All right, so that is 6,000 liters of wheat fed into the chickens here, and it looks like we can hold, I think this pen holds a max of 8,000 liters, so we're looking pretty good there. The rooster's happy. He's not stopped doing zoomies the whole entire time. There goes another one. It's spreading. Oh boy. All right, but what this is going to do for us, so let's take a look here at our animal productions. They are going to start to slowly produce eggs, and then also the chickens are going to reproduce. So that's the other good thing about not purchasing like a full pen worth. We can just kind of slowly start allowing them to reproduce, and then we'll gain more chickens that way. I mean, but saying that, we have basically 30 chickens, and we have room for 330 more. So even the egg production from these chickens is not going to be through the roof. It's not something that we're going to be struggling to keep up the flow like of offloading this area or this spawn area for eggs. They're not going to produce that fast. But what we are going to do is likely try and set our productions. I don't think, can we set the eggs to just distributing? I don't think we can, to be completely honest. Yeah, I don't think that we can. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, we very well may have to come over here and unload the spawn area ourselves. I don't think we can just set eggs to be distributing automatically for us, or to automatically sell, I should say. Speaking of eggs, though, the one thing I have not really done is taking a look and seeing what the prices for eggs are going to do. I do know you can make a lot of money off eggs. I'm not going to lie. Like November, we're going to have $2,400 per 1,000 liters. So that's pretty nice. I mean, that's going to be a nice little bonus getting ready to go into the winter time. And then obviously we still have the mushroom greenhouse as well. Yeah, I don't know what else to do in the month of April. I mean, we don't really have much field space that we can mess with anymore. We we own 26 in 34. It's really it. I'd like to maybe eventually end up purchasing 33. But yeah, we just don't right now. I mean, we just don't have the money for it. I would venture to guess if I fast forwarded to the month of May, which we might end up doing, we could probably afford it. Maybe? Question mark. I don't know. But then that brings in, what are we going to plant? Because here's the catch. The only thing that we could really plant in the month of May is a grass field, which we're probably not going to do, and sorghum. That's going to really be about the only two things that we could plant. Soybeans, corn, our sunflower field's going to wait. Those all require a planter, and we don't have a planter. We just have a seeder. And the big difference here is if I go to the sales page, because there just happens to be, damn it, a planter that is on sale, you can see here it does corn, sunflowers, soybeans, sugar beet, and cotton. Does not do sorghum and does not do grass, nor do cedars do corn or anything like that. It's a bummer. Oh, they do soybeans. Wait a second. We might be putting a soybean field in that. Oh, can I plant soybeans? Yes, we can. Yeah, I think we're doing a soybean field. How does soybeans look on the sales page? I think soybeans is I think you can make some good money off of them. You sure can. You make good money in July. When do you harvest soybeans? October, of course. But that gives us, that's gonna give us some good financial gain as we move into year 2, because we're not very far from getting into year 2. As soon as we fast forward to the month of May, we're 3 months out from being done with the first year on the farm here at No Man's Land. That's pretty awesome. I think we're going to go back to waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning as well. All right, waking up in the month of May here. We see up at the top right corner of the screen, it says great demand at farm shop. I don't know what the game is inferring to when it says that there's a great demand at the farm shop. The only thing I can really think of is that there are things in the current month that sell for a very high price, which it could be grapes maybe. I don't know what the game's trying to tell me when it says that there's a great demand at the farm shop, but it did make me think of something that I don't think I've actually talked about up until this point. And that is supply and transport contracts. Right now, we don't have very many, and they're not looking too good on prices, to be completely fair and honest. But supply and transport, I may have talked about them in the first episode that we did. As we progress, like wheat is going to be one that we're definitely going to be able to look into accomplishing here in the future when it reappears, because hopefully we'll have more wheat stocked up and ready to go. But so the down and dirty on how supply in transport contracts work is basically I would be responsible for delivering 63,000 liters of wheat to the farm shop before this time expires. Now, as we add production points and sell points, those locations are going to start to change, which we are going to come up with. I am going to be adding some more productions and some more sell points to the map here in the future, but now is not the right time for that. However, if, say, I only deliver 60,000 liters of wheat to the farm shop before this time were to expire, I would be responsible for paying for the remaining 3,000 liters that was not included. Now, if we fulfilled the contract, we make all the money that they're offering, which is pretty awesome. 21,000 liters of potatoes to the farm shop for $8,000 just does not seem like a good return on investment, especially considering how time consuming it is to even harvest potatoes in the first place. Plant them, grow them. Yeah, that's just, we're not going to make good money on that. Wheat, on the other hand, we stand to make a little bit of money, but none of those apply to us currently right now. But they are going to be some things in the future that we look at accomplishing and getting done, so that way we can make some more money. Speaking of making money, I really desperately need to figure out where we are going to put a sorghum field, because as you can see, I am $5,000 short of being able. Look at this. Are you serious? We already have eggs? That's awesome. That's awesome. Good job. Good job. Yes, you. Great work. But yes, we need to figure out where this sorghum field is going to go. And, yeah, I'm not too certain right now on what we're going to do. Like I said, parcel 33 is just, that's where it's at. Like plot 23 or plot 33 is exactly what I would be looking for. Now, this whole area back here is not bad of 24. And I like that it's still relatively close to the farm. I don't know, though. I still don't feel like 24 is really that big. I think we would get fooled by that if we went in that direction. 33 is it. I mean, 33 has got to be what we set money aside for. I mean, it's a no-brainer at this point. Let's check the status of our oat field. We haven't been over here yet to really take a look at this. But, yeah, 33, it's going to be it. I mean, it's going to be... We're going to have to do... plot 33 and input a sorghum or we're going to do soybeans. Actually, we're going to do soybeans. This is looking phenomenal. I am so excited for the harvest season to come. Speaking of which, how far are we from the harvest season? Oh, our barley field, we're 2 months out. I don't know, depending on how things go, we may get into harvesting in this episode. It's very, very, very possible that harvesting will become a thing in this episode. Because, yeah, right now I just don't... I don't know. Do we just, like, forego the idea of doing the soybean field right now? I mean, what else could we really be looking at planning? Nothing. I mean, there's just nothing. Canola field is the next thing we could do. This is kind of like prime time. I really wish we would have made, like, $5,000 more, but we didn't. So we're going to have to figure this out for ourselves. Oh, is this really what we're about to do right now? I'm going to save just in case. Yep. Committed. We're going to do it. Matter of fact, I think June is when we can actually harvest our wheat field. I think. We'll find out. Well, June was not the month for harvesting wheat, but July definitely is. As you can see here, our wheat field ready to harvest. Barley field ready to harvest. It is officially harvesting season, and we've gained quite a few chickens. We've gained 15. So 15, because we started with 30 chickens and 2 roosters, so technically we had 32 animals, but chicken-wise, we've gained 15. So that brings us up to a total of 45 chickens. So they are definitely doing some work. They're producing some eggs. Feed, we're looking good on feed. I mean, we filled them up back in, what was it, April, May? We dropped 6,000 liters of feed in there, and they've only used 600 liters of it so far. So we're looking good there. Yeah, I'm super excited. Money's looking pretty good. I might throw a few extra bucks at the loan that we have so that we can start looking at getting that paid down just a little bit sooner. But we need to go ahead and get set up for the actual harvest. I'm so excited. I'm so ready to actually do some farm work here and feel like we're actually making a little bit of progress. And then I think we're also going to go ahead and drop the 85,000 today to go ahead and purchase our plot 33. I definitely think it's going to happen. I feel like it's super beneficial. This is super weird that there's I think every time there's always wheat right here. I don't know how it shows up here, but it's kind of crazy. It's kind of strange, but I'm digging it. I'm going to hook up to this trailer back here, get everything set up for the harvest, and I'll catch up with you guys once we get underway with our wheat field. Oh yeah, here we go. Got a little straw swath going so we can bale that up after we're done as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially harvesting our field. The first field that we've planted, the first field that we're gonna harvest. I left a little bit of wheat there. That's never a good thing. And this combine harvester is a little slow, but we're gonna make do with it. I'm just going to do a couple passes here at the headlands, and then this field here is not going to take us long at all to get this one completely harvested and done up. All right, offloading the first batch from the wheat field harvest here. I think it's 4,900 is the capacity with this combine harvester, so not a lot, but you know what, for the size of this field to have already pulled basically, let's just go ahead and say 5,000 liters off of it is pretty phenomenal. I think we're going to end up totaling pretty close to 8,000 liters off this, so it'll be basically a combine harvester and a half loads as we spit up a little bit of wheat out of the back of our combine. And I also just realized too, we're looking a little skosh on fuel right now, which is probably not a good thing. Yeah, I mean, we have no choice. We got to get fuel like right now. So I'm gonna hopefully make it all the way up to the shop with this combine harvester here, grab some fuel, and then come back down and finish this field up. I don't think we're gonna make it though. All right, so we have very slowly made it to the shop, fueled up, and we did some repairs and have now made our way back to the farm. Thankfully, I feel like this has literally taken us all day. I feel like all 1,298.6 hours on this combine have come from just going up to the shop and back. This thing is incredibly slow. But yeah, nonetheless, fuel's not going to be an issue. Maintenance is looking pretty good on the harvester as well now, so should not be an issue for as long as for the remaining time that we are going to own this, because we are definitely going to be looking to upgrade our combine harvester here in the future. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and finish up this field, and then I got some stuff that I'll talk to you guys about regarding precision farming. It's good information to have if you're looking to get into precision farming. We'll be so close to 2 full combine harvester loads. Oh, we just missed getting 2 full combine harvester full of yield off this field. That's actually not bad though. I'll take it. I mean, that's pretty significant when you consider how small this field really is. To pull 8,000 liters, over 8,000 liters, actually going to be probably be total pretty close to 9,500 liters, I'm thinking. Yeah, impressive. Pretty happy with that. Now, the thing with precision farming, so let's talk about this just for a second. So yield. Now that we have harvested this field, we can see exactly what our harvest rates were coming off of this field. So you can see there are a couple spots in here that are pretty dark green. I'm going to say that we pulled probably 120-ish% off the majority of this field, or this section of the field here. Looks like we pulled 100 to 95% here, and then down in here, yeah, things started dropping off, getting into like the, I'm going to say 85 to 75, 70 range down here. So not bad, realistically. That's what really helped us with the yield coming off of this little wheat field. And then now we still also have the barley field, so I'm going to actually take the combine back to the barley field so that we can get set up and ready for this harvest next. And realistically, we should get about the same. I mean, we're going to pull more of a yield off of this field, but we should have about the same percentages across the entire field because the soil types were pretty similar between the wheat and the barley field. So, matter of fact, what I'm going to do, well, let me go tip our wheat into our silo system. It'll be the first official crop that we can say that we're putting into our silo system. And then I'll come back here, I'll get set up, and I'll actually, not that it's going to take us very long, but I'll time-lapse the harvesting of the barley field. So we ended up tipping just over 9,500 liters of wheat into the silo. So that's a good pull off of that field right there. I like that. I'm pretty satisfied with that, especially given how small that field actually is. That's not bad at all. So now we'll go ahead, we'll get the barley field knocked out. I'll go ahead and get a little time lapse running for you here shortly. And then we'll take a look at the same deal. We'll look at the yield percentages that we pulled off the field. And then I'll give you guys a final count of the total yield from this barley field. That is a wrap on both of these fields. The barley field has surprised me. We're going to end up pulling just over 16,000 total liters off of that field. I didn't anticipate that much. I thought we were going to be maybe closer to 12 to 13, so a little over what I thought we were going to pull, but nonetheless very impressed with the yields off that field. If we take a look at the barley field as well, looks almost identical for yield-wise to the wheat field that we had. Yeah, can't complain. Given that these fields are roughly the same size, yeah, I'm not upset at all. We've pulled a total of 26,000 liters between the two fields of all the stuff, or of all the crops so far, which is outstanding. I mean, that's much better than what I thought we were going to end up doing. I do need to double check though. I don't think it's going to be the case, but I just want to take a look. Yeah, oats are, oh, they're ready to harvest next month. So that's probably going to be episode 6 right there. We're going to harvest the oat field, which that one right there, I'm stoked to see how much we end up pulling off of that field as well. Yeah, realistically, for the rest of the day for July, all I'm really going to do is probably going to lease a baler, and I'm going to bale up all of this straw that we have on the field. I got to tip the rest of our barley into our silo system. And yeah, that's a wrap. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, that is the first harvest here on No Man's Land for our playthrough that we have going on here. And yeah, just cannot complain with where we're at right now. Oats are going to be coming up next. We have enough money. We're going to probably look at also buying some more land here. We have our chickens that are doing their thing. Yeah, I mean, things are looking really good for us right now on the farm. And I'm very curious to see how the end of the first year comes. I do need to do some map work as far as putting down some additional production points and some sell points as well. And I'll probably start building up some other areas around the map. And then you can expect an update on that either in episode 5 or episode 6 whenever I get it kind of finished up and looking the way that I want it to look. I'll bring you guys in, show you what it looks like. But that's going to wrap it up here for the month of July. Episode 5 here on No Man's Land. Hope y'all enjoyed. We'll catch you in the next one.